I don't know how they do it. Good morning. Good morning. It is a beautiful Monday morning in the city of Brownsville. It's nice and cool, nice and cold. Now for the weather. Man,
Nice and sun.
it's cold. I woke up this morning, it was like 39 degrees.
Yeah,
That's freezing for Brownsville.
yeah.
We're not used to it.
Maybe it makes me want to become a winter Texan and go even as more south as I can.
Para recibir el cheque. Good morning from work. That's true. A lot of our teachers went back to work today. Este,
No new updates.
a lot of our teachers, staff went back to work today. The kids don't go back till Wednesday. And I think that's one of the things that I think a lot of people were concerned about because in Edinburgh, I don't know if you saw that, or is it Westlaco or Edinburgh? Westlaco, no? I think it was Westlaco.
Uh, yeah, I was. I
Was it
want to say
Westlaco?
was the good.
They they pushed coming back into class a week, a couple of days.
A week.
Yeah, I don't. I was talking to someone who doesn't want me to mention their name online, Roman, and he says, "Well, I thought you didn't post on your page." I said, "I don't read the stuff that is posted on my page. I don't look at all the videos. I don't look at all the stuff." He goes, "Well, you have this post." I go, "Yeah, that one's mine." But I've said that I do. I mean, 98% of the stuff on there, I don't. It's not mine. But that small 2%, every so often you're going to see me post something that comes straight from me. And
Those random,
yeah,
those random rants.
yeah, those random rants, those ramblings, those morning ramblings. You wake up and you're just like ticked off with the world. Sebastian, mama, and Sebastian, mama, and good morning, good morning. This guy was in the French Alps, bro, for I think Christmas or for vacation. We're like, bro, this guy's got bucks.
I can barely take this weather. There's no way I'm gonna go up there.
Imagina, allá en los Alps, andaba bien paseado, mi Sebastian. Oh, well, lo bueno es de que I'm waiting to get my souvenir when he comes.
Your keychain.
My keychain de perdida. De perdida mi frasco de nieve. Good morning. It's cold. It is cold. It is a cold, cold morning in the city, brother. Not as cold as it could have been, but it is a cold morning. No, let me say, I don't post much on my page. I honestly don't have a lot of time. I gotcha. I love you, Papa. You know that. Saludos, I'm not sure if you're back at school or if you're still here, but man, stop by if you're around. If not, we'll see you in San Antonio, my man. Este, let me say the post I put up, Sam, and I'll go into it really quick so that we will get out of it, and yeah, it'll be done and over with. But I ran across a post from Jonathan Garcia, Gracia. And look, nothing against the guy. I don't know the guy. Nothing against the guy. It comes out with a post where they're holding up signs and they're going like, spreading the message. Out here spreading the message. What message? And I actually commented on the post. What's the message, dude?
Yeah.
What's the message? You know what? And tell me, Sam. I mean, outside, being biased, have you heard any message from any politician running out there? Like, have you heard
No,
of what they
and I
want to
did
do?
see the comment because I was like, I'm trying to follow this guy, trying to investigate more into like what's his background, what's his platform. He hasn't put much. Besides the only thing he states is just donating um, to donating to nonprofit organizations, while being a lawyer and whatnot. But as far as having a platform, what he wants to change and all that stuff, I haven't seen much clearly stated.
Well, and to his defense, neither has his opponent. No one out there has really put up a platform. No one is out there actually speaking to the people. And I don't know if they think that holding up signs in the middle of the street is going to cut it, guys. And it's not. And let me say, me fastidia ver tantos letreros allá de pura gente fea. Everyone is damn ugly. I mean, why is it that I'm the only one out there with a good-looking campaign poster? There's
Like
some.
I know you can find their points, but I've noticed that they steer away from putting their point of views for risking to lose a couple of votes.
Yeah, and see,
That's what they do.
and I agree there. I agree with you. I think is that they want to pander to both sides, and we don't need people that pander to both sides, guys. We don't.
Yeah.
You need to know what the candidate stands for, who they are, because in the 4 years that he's been in office, he's been invisible. 4 years. And look, man, all this crap about, well, I gave to this charity and this charity, that's bull crap. That they do that to save face, to have something to put on their damn push card, to have something to say, well, I gave something. We give every damn day. I'm the gift
Yeah.
that keeps on giving. Every damn
According to his
day.
thing, he has given like $80,000 according to his website.
Well,
But I don't
and
know in what time frame or anything.
but you know that may be all true, pero de qué sirve? It's like oh, you know the story in the Bible about the guy, the when Jesus was seeing the people that were bringing offerings. You know, guys were giving like tons and tons of offerings, and Christ goes, "Pues eso qué? They're giving lo que les sobra." You know, this guy's got like millions of dollars in his war chest, or at least $1 million in his war chest, just from all the money that he's piled up, uh, while he's been serving the people of Cameron County. And again, nothing against him. I don't know the guy. I've run into him one time in Denny's with
But
a
who is this
boy.
guy running against?
Right now, he's running against Aaron Gomez. But and Aaron Gomez is another one. I mean, the only thing that I know her for is well, and I know her personally, and I have nothing against Aaron Gomez. Aaron Gomez is a friend, you know. But again, there's another one that hasn't been out there ever for the community, and that's what pisses me off. I want people that are going to be out there for the community, people that are going to be vocal, people are going to be fighting for the issues that really, really matter, man. My concern is where have they been on all these issues, bro? Thank you.
Maybe we haven't been invited to those events yet.
I got Starbucks
Nice.
and I got coffee bread.
Pero ahorita no te la
No,
comas, bro.
oh, it's cinnamon. That's pretty good. It's hot. No, but look, my concern is it's not just those events because those events are for the politicos. They're not for regular people, and
Yeah.
they're the orange little ticket type events. They're not for you. They're not for anybody else out there. Those little special. Se me está pegando el pan en la para- Those events are only for the politicos, and they all go out there and they make their rounds. Again, more power to them. My issue is where have they been all this time in regards to the stuff that really affects the city of Brownsville, Cameron County? I see it's simple. How many people, honestly, to the people, the 66 people that are on right now in the morning, honestly, guys, honestly, how many times have you heard in this past year, just this year, not the 4 years, this past year, from Jonathan Gracia? When has he been vocal about the teachers getting screwed? When has he been vocal about the failures of the city of Brownsville and PUB with the February freeze? When have they ever been vocal about Trey Mendes stealing their money? No, never, man. No one goes out there and fights for the people. No one. The same thing with Eddie Trevino. I mean, the only thing he's good at, Eddie Trevino, is going out there and saying, you want help or you want to keep on bitching? That's what he's famous for. That's what he's famous for. But has he been vocal in regards to Trex Mendes stealing our money? Joey Lopez? I mean, ¿qué te pasa, Joey Lopez? I mean, why is he more concerned about putting on his little princess's damn wedding than people freezing in February? Because that happened in February.
But you know why they don't put light on other people's issues? Because then that's gonna light up their issues, and then that's when because if they put light on Trex, and then Trex gonna go back and like, oh well, you have all these things going on with you too. You know what I mean? I think that's the reason why they cover up for each other in a way.
Pero entonces de qué nos sirven? Because at the
It's
end of
like,
the day, Sam, they're not there to represent Trex, and Trex is not there to represent Joey Lopez. So
yeah,
who are they there to represent? What has
true.
been done in the city of Brownsville?
But that's what they're doing. They're pretty much just covering, like, okay, why I'm not gonna open my mouth because then they're gonna pretty much spill the beans on what I got, you know?
Well, it doesn't help our community. I mean, where were all these people when Sylvia Atkinson was stealing millions of dollars? I mean, Sylvia Atkinson is
Yeah,
a business partner to Trex Mendix. Business partner. Sylvia Atkinson is la cuatacha con Adela Garza at TSC. Where were all these people when Sylvia and Adela Garza were out there stealing millions of dollars? Where was Joey Que Te Pasa Lopez? Where was Eddie Trevino, man? And you know what? What really ticks me off is they're in a position, to actually get waves started. I mean, we already know that the local media is not going to report on crap. They're
yeah.
not. They'd rather follow Erasmo around for a DUI than someone stealing millions and millions of our dollars. I mean, have they even addressed Trex Mendix pocketing hundreds of thousands of dollars from the city of Brownsville? No one. And that's a damn story, bro. You know?
It's a huge story, but that's, I guess, if they're contributing to their like business, they're not gonna post it. That's what happened way back then when Garcia was contributing to like the Herald, and they wouldn't post the story of her
But
back back
this,
when the separation of the university.
yeah, this is huge. And exactly, they always cover up for their people. The Julieta Garcias, the De La Garza, the Sylvia Atkinson, the Trex Mendix, the Eddie Trevino, the Joey Que Te Pasa Lopez. I mean, that's a story, in the middle. And unfortunately for us, and part of the problem, and let me say part of the problem are the stupid Republicans. And the stupid, and again, I know that they're going to go out there and ask, we'll call the Republicans stupid. Well, yeah, y'all are stupid because y'all keep on infighting amongst each other while these ratas continue to flourish. That's what happens. Y que aquella hates that one and that one hates this one, and y'all fighting amongst yourselves. And there's bigger fish to fry. There's bigger issues in front of us. But no, we're never going to have a two-party system down here whilst the party continues to eat its own. That's just the
Yeah,
truth. We're never going to have a strong Republican Party while individuals go out there and chew each other up. Fíjate, let me tell you, I had a conversation with people in the Democratic Party, and they said, "Well, this chick out here in Rancho Viejo, that's Terry Friday, or I don't know what the hell her name is. Well, she's not going to support you at us." And I'm going like, "Oh, well, why?" She goes, "Well, because you had sex with a student in a car." I'm going like, "Is she stupid? You know, is she that stupid to believe a Minerva Peña, a Sylvia Atkinson, when it's already been a million times proven that it didn't happen at all? But they need to believe that kind of crap. They want to believe that kind of crap because they don't like Erasmo Castro. We don't like him, so it's got to be true. He must have had sex with a student in a car. You think I'd be vocal about it? Like a million times vocal about it? Because it's not like I've been quiet about it or tried to hide. I've been out here every damn day, twice a day, saying it's bullcrap. Because it's bullcrap. Because if
there's
there were,
many other reasons they could have hated you for.
eh?
There could have been a million other reasons they could have hated you for.
Claro, of course. And that's what's infuriating because and it's me da risa, like, bro, there's so much that they could have attacked. I would have gone like, well, but having sex with a student in a car, in my car, it's a Fiat, guys, a Fiat. Can't have sex
If
with
it's a person and
myself
a
in
half.
the car.
Oh my god.
No, but
But
no.
man, there's so much corruption. Like the other time I was looking into the whole shootings thing, and then you had posted that now they burned down the house, and then they had posted as well that they found out because the other people found out that it was them that pretty much tipped the police over, you know.
The
And
sheriff's
I'm
office.
thinking, well, it had to be someone within the police department to tip off those people.
But let me tell you, Sam, and glad you're going to this point. Talking about Jonathan Gracia, and again, nothing against Jonathan Gracia, man, because then all with Jonathan Gracia, the people are not going to vote for you. I don't care. I don't care if Felipa and the Jonathan Gracia people and all these people, we're not going to vote for you. Screw you. I don't care. But I'm still going to tell the truth. I don't care if people like it or not. I'm still going to tell the truth. Jonathan Gracia out there, his father is the second in command at the county, you know? And let me tell you, and I've seen the posts from the family guys, and they're damning, bro. They're damning. The family is accusing the sheriff's department of bungling up this thing so bad, bro, so bad that the guys they tipped off the guys that actually they gave them evidence. This is what's out there. Again, no one's been out there disproving, saying that it's not true. And maybe we
Yeah,
need, I mean, they've been vocal about everything else, but in one of his first interviews out there, the guy goes out there and says, "Well, you know." We got a DVR or something or a recording or something. And then automatically the cartels out there, the bad guys, whatever the mafia, whatever you want to call them, they go out there and say, well, we know exactly who had that DVR. And then they go and they kill these guys. And again, they could have been the worst people in the world, guys. It doesn't justify uh, the murder. It doesn't justify.
yeah,
Ahora, isn't law enforcement's job is to try to keep everything, your informants and everything? Because what's going to happen, Sam, and let me tell you, this places us even more in danger. Because what's going to happen is nobody's going to want to trust the sheriff's department. Nobody's going to want to share information with him because what? I'm going to share information with you and you're going to screw me over? It's like, and,
yeah.
and look, guys, to everyone out there, it's like all these tip lines. Do you trust those uh, Brownsville tips and hotline tips and everything to truly keep you anonymous? I wouldn't. But again, I don't care because people send me crap and I go out there and post it. I don't care. I don't read it most of the time, Roman. I'm
Yeah.
sorry I said your name, Roman. I promised I wouldn't say
Yeah,
your
because
name,
I
Roman.
know he even got the sheriff Eric. He even got a beef from the Laguna Vista chief.
Yes, the chief of police. And let me tell you, the guy goes like, hey, man, you're being a Facebook cop. Because this is what happens, guys. Everyone thinks that they can be Erasmo Castro. There's only one king of local social media around here in Brownsville. Not everyone can be Erasmo Castro, guys. Guys, your platform is not social media. That's my platform. Your platform is to fight crime out there, and to be
That's why
transparent.
he got beef in the very beginning. Like when he started like his career, not his career, but like his sheriff position. He was getting a lot of beef to where they were sending letters from the sheriffs saying that, hey, we don't trust you.
A vote of
No,
no confidence.
yeah,
Yeah, a vote of no confidence. But it revolves around the same crap. There's absolutely no leadership. No leadership whatsoever. There's no honor. There's no leadership at Cameron
and this
County.
proves it.
And this proves it. There is no leadership, guys, at Cameron County. The judge is AWOL because he's more interested in getting contracts by a defunct arena that was voted down, thank God, by 75 votes. A defunct arena. Joey Lopez is too busy out there making weddings for his princesses and not going out there and adhering to the same rules that they want to make us adhere to. Because, no more than 10. But sure as heck, let's have a wedding for my princess of 300 people. Let me vaccinate everyone that wants to come to the wedding. You got free vaccines. While our parents are out there struggling to even get tested for a vaccine. And look at, and again, and people may say, well, this is a nationwide problem. That's the excuses that they try to share with you. Well, it's a statewide problem. We just don't have testing. I don't care about the state. I don't care about the country. I care about Brownsville, Texas. I care about Cameron County, Texas. And let me tell you, it is the fault of those individuals who should have been better prepared, but they weren't better prepared. I mean, Sam, they weren't even out there sharing numbers, man. If it wasn't for Hidalgo County and their leadership, we didn't have nothing. Nothing.
Yeah.
We wouldn't know about
We
Omicron.
would have been in the dark, to be honest.
We'd still be in the dark, guys. As so much as in the dark as we were in February when our lights went out. And that's another topic. Where were all these politicians when PUB failed us? And PUB continues to increase the rates of individuals. Have you seen your electric bill? Well, you haven't because you got Magic Valley probably or some other crazy.
Have Just Energy.
Who? Reliant?
Just Energy. I think, yeah, it's a smaller company.
Well, yeah, but all of us here, we've seen our rates. They're skyrocketing, man. I mean, crazy rates. Crazy rates. Crazy rates. And what do we have to show for it? Nothing. A failed system. And has anyone
I remember when the lights went out, they were posting most of the politicians had their lights still on.
Yes.
I don't know how that happened, but
because it didn't affect their neighborhoods. It didn't affect the St. Joe folk. They didn't have to throw away hundreds or thousands of dollars in food products. It was the people in Cameron Park, Southmost, by Rivera. Those are the guys that were without electricity for 5-6 days. Those folks. La gente de la Posada. Because at the end of the day, these politicians, they don't care. They don't care about your needs. They don't care about the resources that they need to be providing to you. They just don't care. Let me go to the comments real quick, and then we'll go because ya me estoy perdiendo con los comments. Valiendo con VISD y el payaso de Superintendent. Yeah. Saludos a todos, hermano. Mi Coque. I talked to, hablé con tu mamá este fin. Bueno, le mandé un mensaje, me mandó un mensaje. Coque, a ver si nos vemos para echar un taco allá en Matamoros. Tú me avises cuándo. Mándame mensaje, Coque. Bendiciones, saludos, papá. El Coque, long time friend. Hola, Erasmo and Sam. What's up this morning? Not much. I got Starbucks.
Hey, where's mine?
You don't get Starbucks.
Hey, Happy New Year, Sam.
El audience me agarra samples.
Yeah, this isn't the Oprah show. You get Starbucks. Everybody gets Starbucks. I ain't no Oprah, bro. Good morning, handsome friend. Many blessings this year. Tú también, mi amor. Bendiciones, Beatriz. And Brownsville needs a lot of change. Damn. We're not getting it in the political realm. Let's see what else is going on here. Good morning, Anelda. Good morning. I wanted actually Anelda to run for BISD. Charlie, good morning, Charlie Zone. Tell what you want to do. Why are you running? Stop the cheers about we want to hear. Stand tall and tell us what and that's all we want. What's your platform? You know, and this is, and again, the art, and I kept a copy of it, and I'm going to continue to talk about it. It says we're here spreading the message. What's the message? Yeah. That's all I'm asking. And I wasn't disrespectful. I don't know if you saw my comment. I said, okay, what's the message? I'm not gonna
it was plain and simple, straight to the point.
And I'm not going to get a response, guys. I'm not going to get a response because you're never going to get a response from Trex Mendex. You're not going to get response from anyone in the commissary. You're not going to get a response from anyone at the county. The judge is done, defunct, out there collecting money from Hidalgo County. That's what's he doing. I mean, isn't it telling enough that Cameron County, listen, folks, and don't forget this, Cameron County judge, his first fundraiser was outside Cameron County. I mean, isn't that telling? I mean, doesn't that put up these red flags out there for people? Our county judge, Cameron County judge, has his first fundraiser for re-election in Hidalgo County.
Es que aquí no hay nada.
Porque así nos tienen. That's the problem. Of course que aquí no hay nada. Porque así nos tienen. And people are content with that. And that's what's infuriating. That's what's sad. De que people are satisfied with crumbs. Crumbs. And at the end of the
Yeah,
day,
instead of bringing like more arenas, they could probably bring in like another major big company, that employs a lot of people.
well, and look, every single time, and this happens at the Port of Brownsville, and let me say, guys, Port of Brownsville también. I mean, and I know I have some friends on the Port of Brownsville board, but look, Port of Brownsville is the same. Every time election cycle comes around for the Port of Brownsville, Sam, all of a sudden we hear, oh, big ironworks company is coming to the port. And everyone's like, oh, they're getting a big steel or some steel company.
Big huge
Steel mill.
contracts.
Remember that? Where
Yeah.
is it, Sam? ¿Dónde está? Ah, no, ya pasaron las elecciones. We get nothing.
Yeah.
We get nothing.
Y nos quedamos como novia de rancho.
Yes, vestidos y alborotados. That's all we get.
We get it, Sam.
I mean, we don't even get a little solid there, we don't even get a reach around, Sam. We don't even
It's
get a
como
reach
lo del,
around.
it's like the whole thing from SpaceX. They said that they were going to hire lots of people, no?
No,
LNG, bro. LNG. Oh, no. ¿Sabes qué? Que van a haber 6. And I was at the meetings, guys. I know this for a fact. I was in the meetings with Julian Alvarez from Employment Commission. And he's a good guy, guys. But he was out there saying, guys, we're going to get 6,600 jobs down here. ¿Te imaginas? 6,600 jobs, Sam? I mean, that's
And they said they were going to be like high paying jobs, like 50, 60,000 minimum.
6,600 people are 2 blocks down southmost of people. Porque están todos embonchados en una casa. It's true. Can you imagine 2 blocks of southmost would have gotten jobs? 6,600 people. Porque viven los tíos, las abuelas, and everyone live on the same house that should only fit like 3-4 people. Because we're Mexican. And I can say that because I am.
I was going to say, like, hey, don't be talking about certain someone, pero creo que es tu prima.
I can say that because I'm Mexican and I'm from Southmost. And I'm more from Southmost than this commissioner Lagalansky that's out there screwing the city of Brownsville and making a buck. I'm more from Southmost than that chick is. Lagalansky, vergüenzas. Happy morning, Erasmo and Sam. A Norma. I should go for a local position or anyone else that actually know the issues and care. Well, yeah, maybe.
Go
Never.
for the one for, what's it called? The county judge or como what's the position you're running for again?
Yeah, like we were supposed to have Pablo on last week and didn't show. Never. Still don't know what he does. Still don't know what any of these people do. They promise so much, and we get so very, very little.
You know what I was doing yesterday, man? I was actually like looking into like people that had gotten arrested to see if they had more or less completed their sentences, and because you know how when I showed you that picture yesterday of that cop, I'm like he doesn't even show up in the system.
No.
I'm like, what's going on? Because I know the other person that got like the one that got arrested from BISD for stealing from remember the food snacks money.
Oh yeah, the chick, the girl.
That it was like $300,000, I think.
Something like that.
2 years.
Yeah, they don't get anything. Saw your dad serving on Sunday via Facebook Live, and I liked it. He was calm, peaceful, soft-spoken. That's Papa. Are you sure you are his son? Well, the birth certificate says that. I think. Let me tell you, there's no better pastor in the city of Brownsville than Erasmo Castro. Oh, yeah. And I'm not talking about my dad. I'm talking about me.
No.
No, me. No, it's the truth, guys. It's the truth. I mean, these guys here, my studio audience and Sam knows it's true. But the
You
difference,
take it back.
the difference with all the rest of the pastors and priests and clergy and everyone out there, folks, is they failed you too. They failed you. And the reason that I say that they failed you is because they haven't been vocal about the issues that affect their flock. And, and let me say, and I was very, very ticked off. And I've had conversations with pastors here in Brownsville, with pastors of big churches. And our church isn't a big church, but we've got a couple of voters in there, one or two. But let me say, I've had messed with pastors. I said, y'all failed the community, because let me tell you, it is your people that are out there standing at a bus stop without a covering. Your people, because the most of the people that go out there to church aren't the rich folks. The rich folks go to St. Mary's and to all these other fancy churches. It's the poor people that go to Restauración y Poder, and to goes to Restauración de Vida, and I don't know, Templo de Metusalem. I'm just made those names up. Centro de Agua y Vida, no me acuerdo cómo se llaman. Pero it's those people that use the buses. It's those people that live on those 2 blocks down south most that should have hired those 6,600 people. It's those people that are the most affected by the inefficiencies of our politicians here. Because at the end of the day, these guys, are the ones using the bus system, and they have no one that speaks for them. No one. And, you'd think that the elected officials would be out there speaking for them, and they don't. So you'd think that their pastors, who should be shepherding the flock, are going to be out there fighting. But and my sister, is the Amy. She shared a post, a post out there. She shared a post out there, and it's so true. And I'm glad she tagged me on it, because she realizes now that people like Erasmo Castro, sorry, me, not my papa, are needed in this town, are needed in our community. Because look, I don't give a rat's ass if people hate me or not. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't bother me. I shouldn't say ass, because my people from church get mad. But I don't care. I don't care that people don't like me, because the post, I don't know if you saw it on my church page, Sammy. It says everyone hates the warrior until the enemy is at the door. And that's just true. Everyone hates Erasmo Castro until you need Erasmo Castro. And then once you need Erasmo Castro, pues te doblas. You go like, oh yeah, he's needed. Because once they start screwing with your business, then your attitude changes towards Erasmo Castro. And I made mention, we had Gabriel Trevino on, and a lot of the arts people out there, the arts people, the fine arts people here, they hate Erasmo Castro, you know, and part of that is because a lot of them are gay, and nothing against that, you know. Don't associate one thing with the other. And for some reason, the gay people hated Erasmo Castro here in Brownsville. I don't know. I'm such a great guy. Plus, I'm handsome. You think like, well, the guy's handsome, you know, at least like him because he's handsome. But that's beside the point. And I've been the one that been out there supporting the gay community here in Brownsville in regards to any event that they do. I'm still fighting for Kimberly, who I desperately want to find out what happened to Kimberly. I've been the one that's been fighting for the fine arts here in Brownsville. But for some reason, Erasmo's the enemy. That doesn't make any sense to me, you know? But that's what happens. We start eating those individuals. We start attacking those individuals as who are probably out there fighting for us. So we have less individuals out there that are willing to fight because nobody wants to get slammed. The only one that can take a punch in the chin and keep on going is Erasmo Castro. That's it. Everybody else, they're on for a while and they're gone. They're gone. And we've had people do shows who aren't on anymore. And now the featured story, you know? And why do they disappear? Why? Yes, and I'm calling them out and I'm calling others out. We need individuals to be vocal. We need individuals who are willing to speak up for the individuals that can't speak up for themselves or refuse to. Because let me tell you, the politicians aren't speaking up for y'all, you know?
I think the preachers are not speaking up for like their members of the church because sometimes they're busy with other situations. such as like building the immigrations, the is it the immigrations on the west part of Bronzeville?
Well, it's that
They're in
political,
that business.
that politiquera church, and you know, and they still parade the candidates out there. And I want someone to file a lawsuit against them. I do, because they've got a tax exempt status that should be revoked and removed. Because if they're going to use their pulpit and their politiquera church to go out there parading candidates, someone should go out there and file a complaint, because it is a big no-no. There has to be separation of church and state. There has to be. And I'm the only pastor out there who's willing to say it. We have to have that separation. It is essential. It is an integral part of our democracy. It must exist. And let me tell you, one of the biggest slaps I got at BISD, and I don't care about the false accusations that Minerva and Sylvia made, but was when I went out there and I voted against those Hope people, that Day of Prayer piece of crap organization out there. I voted against it because they wanted a discount to use Sam Stadium. They wanted a discount, and Sylvia went out there and fought me, and it's on record, guys. She went out there and said, like, "Well, I'm surprised that you, being a pastor, would vote against giving them a break." I said, "Because I'm a pastor is precisely why I'm going to vote against it, because I'm going to stand on principle, and the principle of the matter is, if you give them, that hope group, that prayer group, if you give them a discount, you're going to have to give a discount to every other organization that asks for Sam Stadium. Every single one. You're going to have to give them a discount. You know, people could come, and I said this at the meeting, people could come from the Ku Klux Klan, Sam, and ask for a rally. And because their beliefs, their origin comes from religious beliefs, you're going to have to give them a damn discount. Can you imagine the Ku Klux Klan being given a discount? What about Satan worshipers? You know, are you going to give
You
them
have to be evil across the board.
You have to be parejo, o todos rabones o todos coludos. Oh, you're using the wrong point. It doesn't make sense what you're saying. It doesn't make sense what I'm saying because you don't want it to make sense, because you wanted to have your
Yeah.
claws in that organization, that group, to use them, because ultimately that's what these church groups like that hope crap is used for. They are tools for the corrupt political machine that continues to steal money from our community. That's what they are. It's like the politiquera church. It is an arm of the corrupt political machine here in Cameron County. And I don't care if they're Baptists. I don't care if they're West Brownsville Iglesia. I don't care if they have the Star of David up their butt. I don't care. And they use that Star of David como que si fuera a Baptist thing. Don't be stupid. It's not a Baptist thing, you moron. It's a Jewish thing, imbéciles. And people should know I don't care. The pastors have failed because they want to receive those benefits. That's who Joey Lopez went out there. El Joey, ¿qué te pasa, Lopez? ¿Qué te pasa? No. It's recorded, guys. That's why he's out there defending the politiquera churches. That is why. Because they try to exprimirlos for any little benefit that they can get. And they say, we're doing charity work. Look at all the charity work that we've done, Jonathan Gracia.
Yeah, because that's an easy, what, like 100, 200 votes?
Yes.
That's in the pocket?
In the pocket. But, you know, it's a quid pro quo. You know, they get 100 votes, and the pastor, the pelón pastor que tienen ahí, el imbécil y estúpido, the one that's bending over to the corrupt political machine, that guy also gets money in his pocket. Because who do you think all that money for all those housed illegals that they have there at their church building, who do you think that money goes to? Who's the one that's driving the brand new car all over the place with Iglesia Politiquera Bautista all over town? It's them. And you know, it's very telling, because we've seen the memes, guys. If your pastor is out there driving a Maserati and you're out there using the bus system, there's a problem.
Yeah.
Pero es la gente bruta que todavía él está dando los diezmos. De ratas. All those pastors out there that are taking the diezmos and not producing for their flock, not standing up for their flock, not fighting for the la grey. Those people, they're ratas. We need individuals to be a little bit more. And let me tell you, I got a call from one pastor out of this whole damn town, one pastor who said, Erasmo, we're done. We're tired. We're tired of the corruption. I said, finally, finally. But that's what we need. We need people. We need warriors, guys. We need warriors because warriors are going to be hated until the enemy's at the door. And then, I know, we love the warriors.
And now the weather.
And now, the weather. Aliens.
Oh my God.
Todos se tapan con la misma cobija, colcha. Una bola de rateros. It's true.
There's so much, man. There's so much corruption. If one person from BISD was able to steal 300,000 within a 6-year period, one person from BISD.
One person.
Imagine how much more corruption there is within BISD, within the county, within the city.
No, but
How much more could there be? Like
and you're
that's
right.
why they're like, I don't care about those other knickknacks because. Pero
No, but you're
what
right.
cut up to her was she was depositing the money.
No, but
That was a bad call.
look at the principal from Burns. Principal from Burns stole tens of thousands of dollars from the poorest children in Brownsville. Tens of thousands of dollars from the poorest children in Brownsville, because a lot of the people from Cameron Park go to Burns. A lot of the people behind, in front in that colonia, a lot of those people are on housing aid, guys. I know this for a fact. That principal stole tens of thousands of dollars from Burns, and the only punishment that she got was she got transferred over to another school. Got transferred over to another school, and I was furious, and I was vocal about it. And I shared my concern. And they said, Erasmo, you shouldn't be sharing because all that was talked about in executive session. I said, I don't care. Take me to damn court. I don't care. But that chick, she stole tens of thousands of dollars from the poorest children in Brownsville. But
that's
no one,
crazy because it's things that, like, if it would have been anybody else, it would have been like blasted all over the place, and they would have gotten like a hefty like couple of years in prison.
no, pero era camarada de Sylvia Atkinson. And what Enrique is
Which
saying,
explains the whole executive meeting. That way, it's not posted publicly.
exactamente, and it is exactly what Enrique says. They all cover up for each other, and that's the problem with the local pastors and priests and all these other people out here. Nobody wants to fight. Nobody wants to fight. Nobody wants to demand something better for their people, for their flocks. And that's the problem, man. We need to fight for something better. We deserve better than what we've gotten. And I don't care how many people go out there and say, well, you can't compare McAllen to Brownsville. And you know what? They're right. You can't compare McAllen to Brownsville. And that's what's unfortunate. You just can't compare it.
They're settling. People shouldn't settle for the crumbs that they're getting right now.
Yeah, we need a new sheriff. We need a new everybody. We need a new sheriff. We need a new county judge. We need a new county commissioner. We need a new
court house, or what they call it.
Everyone, a county clerk. And no more just to the peace. No, anybody that has a before elect, do not vote for people. That's simple. I don't care if they're your compadres, if they give you a damn chicken plate. Do not vote for anyone that has a in front of elect. I don't care. They should not come back, because is your life better now today than it was 4 years ago, guys? That's simple. Is your life as a citizen of Brownsville, Texas, as a citizen of Cameron County, is your life better today than it was 4 years ago? And I can prove to you that it's not. because we got Trex Mendes out there pocketing hundreds of thousands of dollars that should be going to you. We got the Limas brothers getting free publicity on the Brownsville Herald. Oh, they've got a Sacagawea out there or somebody, something. I don't know what the damn word they use. A bartender. They hired a bartender and it gets front page of the Herald? The Limas? The United Way Limas? And screw United Way. They're tranzas. As long as they have this guy as the head of their board, it's a scam. It's a scam. Because they're all arms of the political. And I don't care if people, it's going to cost you votes, Erasmo. I don't care. That's not the point. The point is not to go out there and get elected. The point, guys, well, we want to get elected. But the point is to make people aware, to inform people.
Well, there's still thousands of non-voters you can still get. There's a whole lot of opportunity there.
Yeah.
You lose a couple of voting people, there's thousands of people that don't vote that could start voting.
Yes. A-holes, go out there and vote. Because
it's ridiculous, man. It's the numbers is crazy.
It's their fault. It's that 88% of the people, 90% to 88% of the people, those are the ones that are really to blame.
Yeah.
That don't vote. So
they're like, yeah.
So stop being an a-hole. Go out there and vote.
That's my new phrase for the week, for the month.
Yeah, stop being an a-hole. Go and vote.
No, c'est la vie.
Oh, I should put that on my campaign poster. Stop being an a-hole. Go vote for me.
That will get you votes.
Hey,
vote for anybody, even if it's not for you. Just vote. Just
vote.
Get out there.
No, but vote for me. Vote for me. I mean, I'm truthful.
Yeah.
They are all getting some of the piece of the pie as well, and that's the problem, man. I mean, look at that's the problem, guys. Have we ever found out about Barbacoa Gate? I mean, folks, they served spoiled meat to your children. Spoiled meat to your children at school. People still vote for the corrupt political machine. Spoiled meat. Sam, I mean, how would you react if you found out that your kids got served spoiled meat at Los Fresnos? They probably do, right? Because Los Fresnos sucks. But what would you feel?
I don't know what they even serve there.
Yeah?
I don't even know what they even serve there.
No, but what would you feel if your kids got served spoiled meat at Los Fresnos?
No, man, cause a ruckus.
Spoiled meat, guys. Spoiled meat. And here in Brownsville, did the news media cover it? They refused. They refused to cover it. I had to go out there and dish the story out. News media refused to cover it. I shared my information with every single news source out there. No one picked it up. The guy that's in Channel 4, what's his name? Garcia? Can't remember his name. Derek Garcia. The guy's more interested about chicks on poles at South Padre Island. Flag poles. That was the story that month for him. And because that's the kind of crap that gets him likes and shares, I go, Derek, you're not Erasmo Castro. That's my job. Yeah. I'm the one that should be getting likes and shares, not you. But because it's a different field, You think that journalists are going to be journalists. And, kings of all local social media need to be kings of all local social media. We don't have to intertwine. Just do your damn job. That way I don't have to do your damn job, you imbeciles. But he would rather report on a chick on a pole at South Padre. Did you see that? That she fell down or something? I don't know, some crap.
Oh, yeah. At Cadence.
That's what he wanted to report on. But he refused to pick up the story in regards to Barbacoa Gate. Refused.
Yeah.
So I had to go out there and post.
And I even think she was a local, man.
Huh?
Wasn't she?
She wasn't.
Wasn't she like a local girl?
She was in the valley, no?
I think so.
I don't know. But I posted the story in the morning. By in 2 3 hours, BISD responded at 5 o'clock. They shut down their food and nutritional services department. They shut it down 5 o'clock because we went out there and posted the crap out of it and informed people of what a mess it was.
And what
Then a
happened
week,
to the person in charge of it?
then a week later, the guy got suspended that day. A week later, the guy supposedly committed suicide. It wasn't suicide. No way. And let me say something, guys. Let this activity that's going on right now, that's being thrown out there for all the public to see in regards to the shootings at Cameron Park, let that be testament, guys. Erasmo Castro has been talking about cartel movement here in the city of Brownsville for years now. For years. And this is another point, Sam. When have you heard anyone? Have you heard local law enforcement? Have you heard Cameron County? Have you heard elected officials ever talk about the dangers of the cartels being here in Brownsville, Texas? Never.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been screaming about it, guys, screaming about it for years now, for years. Because at the end of the day, guys, I want them to respect those margins. You all want to go do what you want to do. Muy problema tuyo. Just don't interfere with our children here in the city of Brownsville. That's all I ask. No te metas con people, kids in Brownsville. And unfortunately for us, Barbacoa Gate had a lot to do with the cartels. Sylvia Atkinson had to do a lot with the cartels. The different programs that they wanted to introduce into the district were part of the cartels. And the only one that was vocal and literally risks his life is Erasmo Castro. The only one that's been calling it out for years. No
Didn't
sheriff,
you get like a death threat back then?
all the time. I get them all the time. But I'm still going to be doing what I do. No sheriff, no Trex Mendex, no commissioner, commissary people, no Joey Lopez is out there as they're warning the people of Brownsville. And now everything is coming to light. And now people are saying, I remember Erasmo Castro was screaming about it for years. What exactly is the responsibility of the Texas representative? If it's legislation, they're only looking out for themselves. Which rep is seeking term limits for every elected office in Texas? And I will say this: I'll say this: the only individual running for state that has mentioned as the term limits is Sarah Stapleton. The only one that I've heard mention it, Sarah Stapleton. As the I did receive message this weekend from La Mantia. I called her La Mantequilla. Morgan La Mantequilla. La Mantia. We're going to have a conversation with Miss La Mantia. And we'll see what she brings to the table. She's actually running for the state senate race. So we'll hear from her. Haven't heard a lick from Alex Dominguez, but what do we expect? We haven't heard from Alex Dominguez in the time that he's been up there in Austin. Sorry, and Alex is a friend of mine, guys. But again,
Wasn't he in the show a couple of times?
no,
No.
I don't think he was. I don't think he ever was. Again,
No.
but let me.
I'm probably confusing him with Carlos.
Carlos, yeah, they look alike. Los dos tan pelones. No, we've had Eddie Lucio on, Eddie Lucio the third. We had Eddie Lucio on, not the dad.
I know he's no longer running, right?
He's no longer running, which is a good thing. He needs to dedicate his time to his pizza. Why is it all these crazy politicians and pizza like Dodici's and stuff? Why is it
Pizza sales, bro.
pizza sells?
Because of Papa John's, they told him the percentage
We should put a pizza
of
place.
how much profit there is.
Everybody likes pizza.
Pizza and wings. Anybody out there wants to invite me? I'll take pizza and wings. Sam, you want to take that off?
That's a hard pass.
People will not vote anymore due to all these people in office seeking office from Ramos Act and never do anything. The answer is not voting, folks.
It's holding them accountable, and then like still being consistent with them, being like nagging on them,
Yeah, the answer is not
until they
voting.
do some actions.
Yeah, that's not the answer. The answer is not voting. Not voting is the problem.
Not getting involved.
Not getting involved is the problem. Support folks that
Eh,
honor the rule of law, the Constitution, focusing on infrastructure, public safety, healthcare, education, and entrepreneur investment, transparency, accountability, and integrity. Yeah, this is Judge Cascos. Hey, Judge Cascos.
Yeah.
Now I was gonna say now that the year is over, talking about transparency and accountability. I'm gonna try to see if I can check if the 8 bus shelters were placed that were said that they were gonna put by the end of the year.
Oh
I'm trying
yeah,
to figure out which ones they were.
find out, and that'd be good. Was there something else in those videos that might have implicated others? I hope the deceased were smart enough to disperse copies of these said DVR recordings that ended their lives. Is the FBI going to be called over this case? These are good questions, and let me tell you, part of the problem with the FBI, I've dealt with the FBI. I've walked into the office of the FBI. Part of the problem with the FBI, folks, is that they take years to do
Yeah,
anything. Years. And that's the issue. That a lot of us don't have years because, unfortunately for us, 2 lives have already been lost. How many more are going to be lost until the FBI actually comes in and takes action? I mean, we already have one Texas Ranger out there calling out the sheriff's department. How many
they
more
should.
need to call
They
them
should
out?
be get. They should get out of it so they could see all that. Maybe all the stuff that's going on behind doors.
Yeah. Nope. Was there something else in those videos that might have? Oh yeah, we got that one. Uh, no, chin. Erasmo, ¿qué te pasa, Alberto? I almost read it. I would have gotten in trouble with my church people. They're all, it's kind of weird that they're always watching. And the other day, I ran into your cousin, Sam.
Your cousin.
They have to press like at least.
Yo no veo tu programa, pero sé que todo lo que dices. Well, it's like you watch it then. Because even if someone is sharing it to you, then you're still watching it, chick.
Your cousin.
Just kidding, Erasmo. Keep up the good work. Keep exposing all these self. ¿Qué te pasa, Alberto? Las Prietas. No, hombre, shut up. I remember when Las Prietas was really, really super bad. Now everything else, como que Las Prietas is like a nature walk.
I think that's
It's like a
everybody died from there.
no. I mean, they
The
might
old school died from there.
But he-
they might still be there. It's just that
Or in jail.
no, or they might still
it's
be
a high
out there.
traffic area, man. To be honest, it's scary.
It is, but they may be at a position now then that que the people over here on this side are los está dejando en vergüenza. And guys, please don't try to keep up, please. Keep it low level crime. No, remember those Pietas had gangs. Do you remember that, Sam?
Yeah.
They had
Well,
gangs.
there used to be gangs all over Brownsville, man. It's
Well, yeah,
crazy.
I mean, and I remember when Las Prietas would go fight with the Southmost gangs. That's how old I am.
La Parra.
La Parra.
It was family.
Is the county jail
They're
fully
like
staffed?
Parra, La Muralla, and all those other people.
No, the county jail is not fully staffed because people left their posts. They said that they did not want to be a part, of this administration. I think there's like 60 positions, and I might be wrong, guys. I'm there might be like 60 positions out there at the county. 60 positions. They're out in the open. And that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Saludos de las Hey guys,
Hablando de.
Las Prietas like Erasmo Castro. Let's keep it that way. I've always done good in Las Prietas. I mean, I think I do well with a lot of these folks, like the Las Prietas, the Southmost, not the Southmost old people that think that they have this big old committee down Southmost, but la raza de Southmost, I think they like Erasmo Castro. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning, Hermosa. Good morning. The fact of the matter is that our out of town people are the ones who run the city of ours. That's why aliens.
Another trade? What are you doing? Trade station.
That sounded like a vibrator.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then they want to accuse me of having sex in the car.
Remember that was that's what.
No, that's just saying that que ya llegó la hora.
Oh yeah, that's already good.
That's a reminder. The comments.
Let's go through the comments real quick so we
Aliens.
can end. Good morning. Good morning. You need me on
They're
that
just on
wall.
time, bro. They're on the hour every hour.
You need me on that wall. You want me on that wall. That's me. I'm just a good go, cheese, go. Talk show Central RGV out 1 year and going strong. We will get more vocal. New show coming this Thursday, the Red Zone. Ooh, like prostitution or what?
I was about to say Zona Roja.
That's what that roja.
So you're more like a progressive too?
Well, he's got the red shirt on.
You got progressive.
The Red Zone. The Red Zone. Salute to you for bucking it with the religious right. Yeah. And let me tell you guys, I hold no bars. I have no compadres. I have someone asked me the day ago, like said, Erasmo, you don't want to talk about the maintenance folks or the people because you got friends there. I said, bro, I have friends nowhere. I have friends absolutely nowhere when it comes into corruption, into screwing the weakest among us. And let me tell you, you should have seen me at those meetings, guys, when they were stealing $30,000 from our students at Burns Elementary, and nobody lifted a finger. No
It's
one.
like whatever happened to that fertilizer guy?
Still pending investigation. The problem is that they're trying to figure out if it was actually done with federal funds, which I think it was. I think it was part of the ESSER funds that were coming in. If it was federal funds, it's going to be a big old mess. But they've resigned for their position at BISD. It
Like
doesn't make it
always.
right. Almo, que duden de BISD, que duden de BISD las clases. Ah, I don't know what that means. Buenos días, gente de Bronzeville. Hola, Lupita, hermosa Lupita. Arbolitos. Hope you have a great 2022, Erasmo, and stay handsome and totally not fat. Love you, Jaime. You too, Papa. I love Jaime. Erasmo, ¿qué dicen los gachos de BID sobre que las abuelas estarán dando clase en línea, las abuelas? Y ellos aún están
En
que,
línea. En línea. Online.
clases en línea y ellos que aún están, que empiezan el miércoles o lunes.
En Houston empieza.
Las abuelitas, déjame
Las
decirles.
aulas.
Las
Aulas
aulas.
are classes. Classrooms.
Well, I know that. It says huelas.
I know.
Saludos de la Southmost. Southmost. La pingüina. Diga pingüina. She's actually going to court this week. Sides de las prietas cheese. I love las prietas. They're actually really good with Erasmo, I promise you. Saludos, papá. La gente tiene la culpa por poner ratas en ellos. No, ellos no tienen culpa, solo la gente que vota por ellos. Por eso estamos como estamos, gente mala, perdón, pero así es. No, tú échale.
Ellos también tienen la culpa
Hell no!
por tranza.
Por tranza. None of the above. No, vote for Erasmo. Don't vote for none of the above. Why did the Lucio dynasty disappear? I think is because it was getting hot in here.
Just catching up.
Yeah.
It's like when that cop got busted, he resigned before being caught.
Yeah.
And he only got charged with just holding it there in the houses.
Yeah.
In his house, not distributing or anything.
Yeah, I get in trouble for holding it too. That's a story for another day. Today, get him. Pero los cocineros roban la harina.
Barbacoa gate.
Your life insurance is going to go. No me asustes, Gaby.
Tirándole a todos. Que nadie se me escape. I'll make sure everybody
Pizza and beer.
gets the
The
record.
papaya head mayor, Joey, the thief Lopez, and the commissioner, bola de ratas. It's true. Did the Cowboys win? It's asking Frankie.
No. They almost won.
Almost isn't a win.
You almost had to.
Good morning. Good morning. I never get
You gotta
tagged
be
anymore.
quicker than that.
Erasmo, pues tomorrow, tonight, I'm on your show. Nah, you lost your chance. Bro, I don't, let me tell you, I don't do well with rejection. I don't know if y'all have known that. I just don't do good with rejection, you know? It's kind of hard. I understand a lot of people, when you're, or you're not handsome and you're totally fat, you get used to rejection. Erasmo Castro being this handsome, it's not used to rejection.
The table has turned.
Sure, Pablo, we'll send you a link
Oh
tomorrow.
my god.
Oh my God. Is there anything other that we haven't covered this hour and a half that we've been on?
Ah man, no. There's
Well,
so many more things to talk
tonight,
about, but
we'll be back on tonight, guys. Our time is up like 6 minutes ago, but it went by fast. Guys, have a great Monday, great start of the week, guys. It's a lot of work to do this week. Guys, stay strong. Continue to unite and
stay positive.
stay positive. Let me say, guys, not voting is not the answer. Voting none of the above is not the answer, guys. It's voting
Getting
for
involved.
it's voting for Erasmo Castro. That's the answer. No, guys, please vet your candidates. Ask them questions. You have a right. Hold politicos accountable, guys. Simple as that. This is your city. It's your county. Take it back. Take it back and fight for what is yours and what you're going to leave for your kids. Simple as that. Este, because everyone hates Erasmo Castro, because everyone hates the warrior until the enemy is at your gate. And let me tell you, folks, the enemy is at the gate. So far at the gate, guys, they're walking through. And I cannot do it by myself. I need an army behind me. So be that army. Fight for your community. Fight for what's right. Guys, have a great day. Social distance, face covering, hand sanitizer. If you still believe in all that crap, I'm done. But if you believe in it, that's great. Guys, we'll see you tonight at 9 p.m. If I can
And
find
go
it.
to school on Wednesday.
Huh?
And go to school on Wednesday.
Yeah. Please, if you want to. Guys, be good to each other. And please continue to be good to me. God bless.